Everybody, so I'm doing a customer complaint about a water leak on the passenger side rear door, and he's saying his carpet down here is all wet. And yeah, it is slightly damp, like it's getting onto this carpet, and this carpet, if you can feel it, it's a little bit wet. It's not too bad, but yeah, so I found while I was running water, I can see water trickling in from this part here, and this is a 2010 CRV. So if you have this 2010 CRV, maybe you have the same problem. And yeah, so let me get somebody to run some water here, and I'll show you where the water is coming from. So I'm getting my assistant here to run some water here. So he's running water, and watch. I don't know how well this camera shows, but it's gonna start coming in. And it looks like it's coming from behind that door panel. See if I can zoom in and... pretty hard to see. Oh, there's light. I can see it, but I can't get it on the camera. Oh, there it is. There you go. See that water coming in? It looks like it's coming from the behind that door panel. Alright, I'll back up a little bit. And then watch when it overfills. Now it's really coming in. And you can see it starting to trickle over. It's filling up, and then it's trickling over the this plastic trim piece on the floor here. And here it comes. Oh, there it goes. And there's your water leak onto the carpet. Alright, I'm going to start taking off the panel and then do the same thing and see where it's coming from. But I think something like this, you might be looking into, maybe it had body repair or something, and they maybe didn't put the vapor barrier back in properly, and it's keeping the water, it's preventing the water from staying in the door panel rather than outside this, what do you call it? Yeah, on the wrong side of the door panel is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so I removed all the screws, and survey says I might have to use two hands for this. Hold on. See what it looks like. Maybe you can see something wrong. I'm trying to grab this panel with one hand. And everything looks okay, but you can see where the water's coming from. Let me turn on the light. Ah, shoot. So that's where the water's coming from, and behind that vapor barrier. Okay, let me get the whole door panel off and let me show you. Alright, I took the door panel off, and yeah, I'm running water right now. See where it's leaking from. See any drips? Oh, there it is. You can see it right there. That's where it's leaking from. Yeah, it looks like that's the only spot. Yeah, let's see. I guess what happens is the water follows the glass, and it drips onto this part that's kind of goes in, and that's where it's leaking from. So you can see all this water. You can see water there. It's just these certain areas where the dum-dum tape or whatever you call it, and doesn't stick anymore, and it's leaking water from here, and it's leaking out that door panel, and that's where you're getting your water leak from. Same thing over here too. You can see it's so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get new butyl tape to reseal that. So if you are having water leaks inside your passenger rear door, yeah, just run some water and see where they're coming from, and you can tell where it's leaking from. So I don't know if you can see it, that little green thing, that's where it's dripping from, right? And your door is not completely sealed because it's supposed to drain out of the holes, so you can see these drain holes, right? But it looks like it's just dripping onto this plastic. and then it channels that water out that little hole, and that's where you're getting that water leak.